with Chelsea and Jim, and we're going to be having a little discussion about how State Street's solutions and products can help our clients meet their needs in an evolving marketplace, specifically around liquidity solutions. So Chelsea, I'll hand it over to you first. We engage with a number of different client types, different levels of sophistication, different types of clients. How can State Street Global Markets products support our clients' needs in a challenging market environment?
So certainly cash and liquidity has been a growing topic amongst our client base. Of course, we deal with our institutional clients, pensions, mutual funds, with varying liquidity and cash needs. So what has been helpful is to hear those needs from, what those needs are from our clients to help us shape our financing solutions product set. So, clients come into us and they're looking for yield, stability, certain flexibility around term and size of inventory, looking to diversify their counterparty base. So all of those things, we take into account as we've developed our sponsored member repo products, which do allow for, that level of flexibility and different solutions that clients are looking for.
And Chelsea, I'm glad you brought up sponsored member repo. So I think this is one area, obviously this was a product that was niche in the marketplace. Now it's ubiquitous, it's mainstream. I think in the liquidity space, there's 2 points to touch on here. One is late day liquidity for clients, specifically cash investors looking for yield. Money funds can access the Fed's RRP program. That's great. That's a really nice source of liquidity, but that closes at about 1:15 p.m. So afterwards, how do clients think about investing yield or investing their cash in this high rate environment when the opportunity cost of leaving it uninvested is so high? Sponsored member repo, specifically State Street's offering, is a really nice solution here in that we can provide that late day liquidity and allow clients to invest that cash later in the day. I think that's a really nice way that we can add value. One of the other products we're offering is peer-to-peer repo. Can you talk a little bit about the value proposition of our peer-to-peer repo program?
Sure, yes, and that certainly was also developed, as clients had a need for flexibility and definitely in times of market stress, just another avenue to source liquidity. So that's been a growing product. It's fairly new as of, about a year ago and has been growing pretty rapidly. So that one allows clients to use a platform that we've developed, which we'll get into in a bit, to match their own trades and source liquidity. And a big benefit to that is, we have one common contract that they can use. So it really allows our clients to, transact with a broad set of counterparties that diverges a bit from just the main, market dealers out there. So they can, access different avenues of liquidity and set their own terms, and just allows for a little bit more flexibility that they really appreciate, certainly in times of market stress.
So Chelsea, one of the points you touched on was being able to access peers' liquidity as opposed to relying on a dealer or another sell-side entity. I think that's one of the real benefits of this program, especially to highlight around period ends or month ends, quarter ends, when those entities are a little more protective of their balance sheets and less willing to provide that liquidity. Being able to use our peer-to-peer product to access peers' liquidity instead is a really nice value proposition for clients. So to transition a little bit, Jim, I'm going to pull you in. So one of the distinguishing factors that we really worked hard to partner with our peer-to-peer product was the Venturi platform. Can you tell us a little bit more about Venturi and how that fits into peer-to-peer and how it might help our clients facilitate trade flows?
Yeah, thanks. Sure. So in the GlobalLink framework, which is where I sit, we have Venturi that's now part of our suite of products that we offer out to our clients, and it's really complementary to the rest of the cash products that we have available. Fund Connect is well known to the corporate treasury space, and what we try to do when we're talking to our partners that are looking for access to this liquidity, we talk to them more from a thought leadership technology perspective. So having access to liquidity is one thing, but having an easy way to get into that liquidity is another story. So we talk a lot more about operational processes that are in place technical integrations that are in place, how clients can make sure that when there's a certain problem that happens in the market, like the regional bank crisis earlier this year, okay, well now I need to get access to liquidity that I know I have. How can I do it quickly? How can I do it in a more nimble manner without disrupting my regular trade flow life cycle? So when we walk into a client, it's more technology implementation. So they'll have access to Venturi for their peer-to-peer. They'll have access to Fund Connect for their money market funds. They have access to the data across the board. And we're also looking for different third-party partnerships that we can bring in there, whether it's a treasury management system or an ERP, different rates and fund providers that want to come into the system to have unique offerings, maybe in something as much as research could be brought into the system as well. So we want to have a holistic package that we can deliver out to our clients to give them the tools to access the liquidity that you guys were referring to.
So what are some of the innate benefits that our clients are seeing from these technology services that State Street can offer them?
Yeah, a lot of it comes down to operational efficiency. Our clients are really looking for not logging into 1, 2, 3, 10 different platforms on their desktop. They're looking for one single source of entry. So our platform releases all the products onto the desktop via single sign-on. So you've got one ID, you got one password, you got one point of authentication that comes through the system, and you have a whole access to all the products, right? And those products allow you to have access, like we were mentioning, to Fund Connect, to Venturi, to the other partners that we're bringing into the platform. We just happen to have that GlobalLink suite that sits within the walls of State Street Global Markets, gives you access to third-party providers, but also gives you best-of-breed product from Global Markets in there as well. So it's operational efficiency, access to the liquidity that we've been talking about, and really driving home the point that State Street could be that one source of everything that you need from a technology perspective and also a cash liquidity product perspective.
Certainly. Thanks for that, Jim. So Chelsea, how are we helping clients access the products, right? Access the technology, access the liquidity. How are we making it easy for them to engage with us?
We've done a lot of legwork on the legal front, and we now have a common form MRA for the peer-to-peer product. So, they're not having to negotiate agreements with every counterparty they deal with through the platform. So reducing that, everyone's legal resources are tight these days. So reducing that burden has been very important to the clients we've spoken to and who have come on board. The reduction of administrative burden in accessing the market and accessing this liquidity through the single sign-on and the one platform, being able to feed their data from multiple sources if they need to, into Venturi. Just that overall flexibility, I know, has been a strong point in getting clients on board.
So really what we're looking to do is have a one-stop shop, right? The product, the technology, all in one place. What are some of the ways from a technology standpoint that we can work with clients to create custom configurations or connectivity or other bespoke type of arrangements that would help them personalize the products or the platform a little bit more?
Yeah, it's all about creating that partnership. So I think there's one thing to be able to go in and talk about liquidity solutions or technology, but you want to be able to talk to them about how everything comes together and find out what their problems that they're trying to solve. It's not so much of saying, here's the best product that you should use or the best access liquidity that you need, but what is your current setup? What are your future state solutions are, and how can we help you future-proof things?
Right. So in other words, not assuming that there's a one-size-fits-all answer and that it's very tailored to the client's
That's correct.
specific needs, right?
And I think the clients have found that very attractive, especially with it being a newer product. We are still working on developing, and clients can really lead us in the directions that they need it to go. So certainly allowing for that flexibility and offering that, at the start of the conversation has been appealing to our clients.
Yeah, and I'll just build on that. I think for the peer-to-peer product, one of the real nice value propositions there is State Street owns the product. We can work really closely with our clients to build it out, expand it exactly as they see fit. We're not dependent on a CCP to set terms for the program. We can grow it, we can build it, and that's exactly, I think, what we're looking to do here over the next few years. Chelsea, Jim, I'd like to thank you guys for taking the time to engage in this discussion on liquidity solutions. I think it's been really insightful to hear how our technology platforms, our products sync together, how we're willing and consistently driving to work with clients to customize these solutions in an ever-evolving, ever-changing marketplace. So thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.